Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation. I am dealing with the subject thermal engineering. In that topic is rotary compressors. The outline of my presentation is rotary compressors, classification of rotary compressors, construction and working of the rotary compressors. In that, definition of the rotary compressors. Rotary compressors are the machine which develops pressure and have rotors as their primary element. The silent features of the rotary compressors are: rotary compressors are used of small quantity of the fluid with high pressure is required. These will give intimate supply. Rotary compressors runs at high speed and can be directly coupled to the steam turbines, electric motors and high-speed IC engines. And they runs at high speed. Rotary compressors are compact in size. The compression process in reciprocating compressor may approach isothermal compression due to slow speed, cooling of cylinder and intercase cooling. Isothermal efficiency is considered for reciprocating compressor, while isentropic efficiency is used for calculating the rotary compressors. The size of the compressor is small for the small discharge, and there is no balancing problem in the rotary compressor. The lubricating of the system is very simple. The air delivered is more and it does not come in contact with the lubricating oil. The maximum delivery pressure of the rotary air compressor is only 10 bars. Classifications of rotary compressors. Rotary compressors are broadly classified into two types: positive displacement compressor and non-positive displacement compressor. Positive displacement compressor, the air is trapped in between the sets of engaging surface and the change in pressure is either by the backflow of air or both by squeezing and backflow of air. And the classifications of the positive displacement compressors are Roots blower compressor, vane blower compressor and screw compressor. And next one is the non-positive displacement compressors. Non-positive displacement compressors consist of impellers, casings, and the classifications are radial or centrifugal compressor and axial flow compressor. In that, first one of the positive displacement compressor classification is Roots blower compressor. So this is the Roots blower compressor diagram. The construction is: a Roots blower compressor is the simplest form consisting of two rotors with loops rotating in an airtight casing which has inlet and outlet. Its action resembles with that of the gear pump. There are many designs of the wheels, but they generally have two lobes or three lobes. These lobes are so to be designed that they provide an airtight joint at their point of the contact. So this is the point of contact for the airtight joint. Working. The mechanical energy is provided to the one of the rotor from the external source while the other is driven by the gear pump. The rotors rotate in an air at an atmospheric pressure is trapped in the pockets formed between the lobes and the casing. The rotary motion of the lobes delivers an entrapped air to the receiver. Thus, more flow of air into the receiver increases the pressure. Finally, the air at the high pressure is delivered from the receiver. This is the two lobes root blower compressor, and this is the three lobes root blower compressor. The backflow of air. It will be interesting to note that when the rotating lobes uncovers the exit port, some air under high pressure will be backflow into the pocket of the receiver. It is known as backflow process. that is some of the outlet air is entered back. The air in which flows from the receiver to the pocket, from the receiver to the pocket gets mixed up with the entrapped air. The backflow of air continues till the pressure in the pocket and receiver is equalized. Thus, the pressure of air entrapped in the pocket is increased at constant volume entirely at the backflow of air. And the applications of the root blower compressor are: it is used for scavenging and supercharging of IC engines. The efficiency of the root blower decreases with the increasing of the pressure ratio, that is P2 by P1. And the next example is vane type compressor. A vane blower is the simplest form consisting of the disc rotating eccentrically in an airtight casing with the inlet and outlet ports. The disc consists of the number of slots. So these are the slots. The number of the slots ranging from 4 to 8. When the rotor rotates in the disc, the vanes are pressurized against the casing due to centrifugal force and forms airtight pockets. The mechanical energy is provided to the disc from the external source. As the disc rotates, the disc is rotated, the air is trapped in the pockets formed between the vanes and the casing. First of all, the rotary motion of the vane compresses the air. When the rotating vane uncovers the exit port, some air pressure flows back in the pocket in the same way as the rotary compressor. Thus, the pressure of the air entrapped in the pocket increases and decreasing the volume and then by the backflow of air. Now, the air is delivered to the receiver by the rotation of the air. Finally, the air at the high pressure is received and it is delivered to the condenser. The backflow in the positive displacement air compressor, in both the compressor, the air is delivered to the receiver and the rotating lobes or vanes. When the rotating lobe, in case of rotary blower or vane, uncovers the exit port, some air pressure from the receiver flow back to the pocket from between the lobes and casing or vane casing. This backflow of the air mixes up with the entrapped air and continues until the pressure in the pockets and receiver are equalized. Thus, the pressure of the air delivered from the pocket to the receiver is taken back to the equal to the receiver pressure. This process of backflow is an irreversible process or an irreversible compressor. And next one is the screw compressor. The example of the screw compressor is given below. The screw compressor consists of the discharge valve and the suction valve. In between, some of the screws are there. The rotors are covered by the cooling jackets. Two shafts on the rotors are placed that transfer their motion with the timing gears that are attached at the starting points of the shafts of the compressor. Basic principle: air sucked in at end gets trapped between the rotor. It gets pushed to the other sides of the rotor. The air is pushed by the rotor that are rotating in the opposite direction and the compressor is done. When it gets trapped in the clearance between the two rotors, that is pushed towards the pressure sides. Rotary screw compressors are of two types: oil injected and oil free. Advantages of the screw compressors are less noisy in operation, more efficient compared to the rotary air compressor, supplies large amount of compressor air, the air supply is continuous, and the relative low and the temperature of the compressed air. The disadvantages of the screw compressor are expensive than reciprocating compressor, more complex design, maintenance is difficult. And coming to non-positive displacement compressors, that is centrifugal compressor is an example. Centrifugal compressor consists of compressor casing or housing, outlet discharge, inlet section and the impellers. Centrifugal compressor accelerates the velocity of the gases, increases the kinetic energy which is converted into the pressure. They deliver much higher flow rates than the positive displacement compressor. For low pressure ratio less than 4:1, if high pressure ratio with higher unit prefers axial flow compressor. Usually operates at a speed of 3000 rpm. Smaller length contaminated atmosphere does not affect its performance. The basic components are impeller, vanes, volutes, suction eye, discharge lines, diffuser, plates, sealing, shaft and casing. The inlet of the centrifugal compressor is typically a small pipe. It may include features such as valves, stationary valves, airflows, and both pressure and temperature of the instrumentation. Centrifugal components that make the compressor are the centrifugal in the flow of the gases. Centrifugal impeller is the impeller rotating of the vanes or blades that are gradually increases the energy of the working gases that are identical to the axial compressor with the expecting that the gas can reach higher velocity and the energy level through the impeller increases the increasing radius. In many modern high pressure efficiency, the gas existing from the impeller is travel near the speed of the sound. Impellers are designed in many configurations, including open or covered blades. Fluid is entered into the compressor through the accelerating noise or a radial flow of inlet vanes. The accelerated flow in the nozzle enters the inlet guide vanes and it directs the flow in the desired direction at the entry of the impeller. The impeller is made by one piece consisting of both the inducer section and a larger radial portion. The inducer receives the flow between the hub and tip diameters of the impeller eye and passes it into an radial portion of the impeller blades. The tips of the blades can be shrugged to prevent the leakages. The impeller discharges the flow of the diffuser through the vaneless space. Here the static pressure of the fluid rises from further earth accommodated to the decelerated of the flow. The flow of the periphery of the diffuser is collected by the spherical casing known as volute which discharges it through the delivery pipe. And this is the axial flow compressor diagram. The components are suction, stator blade, discharge, seal, shaft, rotary blades and the rotor. So this is the example for the axial flow compressor. The axial flow compressor it is used for the axial flow compressor in industry. They are used for a lot of high flows and pressures are needed. Airflow moves along with the slot. Rotating blades are attached to the shaft, pushes air over. Stationary blades consist of stator blades. As the air velocity increases by the rotating blade, the stator blade slows it down. As the air sucks, the kinetic energy is converted into the pressure. Air velocity increases as it moves from stage to stage until it reaches the discharge. Multi-stage axial compressors can generate very high rates and discharge pressures. Axial compressors are usually limited to 16 stages only due to temperature or material limitation. Axial compressors are lighter, more efficient and smaller than the centrifugal compressors. So these are the construction and working of rotary compressors. Thank you.